today I have a special guest. Luke, welcome to the show. Welcome to Adamcast.
How's it going, man?
It is going well. I've been following you for about 8 months. I don't know, a long time it feels like.
Sounds about right.
And it's a pleasure to get to know you. So, Luke, you were running for a seat in Pennsylvania District 18, right?
Yeah, PA 18, which
PA
is
18.
Pittsburgh in the South Hills.
Okay, right on.
Yeah,
and I talk about this all the time. We need a younger generational change in government, right? We need fresh minds. We need the future, and the future is the youth, right? So that's actually part of the reason I saw and followed you, because when I was on Timcast, we had all these conversations. It's one of the things that I was like, we need this. We need people like this.
Yes.
And I saw your policies, which we're going to go over.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's refreshing to see people like yourself of your caliber coming onto the scene.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to see that.
Yeah, man, it's been an exciting ride. I mean, connecting with you and being able to build this network and see other young people, even other young people who aren't like me, who have differing policy ideas, come in and be unified in that idea, saying, look, like the old elitist way, politics of the Bushes and the Clintons, of politics of the 90s, they need to go. We need some get rid of the dynasties, right, and get some new competing ideas in here. I think that's really healthy. So I welcome it.
And get rid of the lawyers.
Yes. Ooh, that's true.
Get rid of the lawyers.
Really true.
Right? There's so many lawyers. And
yes.
Lawyers are really good at political semantics, right?
Yes.
Well, it's not technically illegal because if you look at it this way, the way that it's worded doesn't say this. Like, gosh,
it's funny you say that, because someone pointed this out to me a few weeks ago, and it's saying lawyer politicians or lawyers turned politician are typically really dangerous and can be very bad.
And that's most of them.
Right, and it's most of them, because a lawyer's job is to interpret the law to their advantage.
Yes.
A lawyer's job is to exist technically within the Constitution, within the law, while still winning their viewpoint. It's not to directly interpret the law. That's what a judge does. A lawyer says, how can I spin this so I win? And when you see them going political, you should be like, I'm not saying they're all bad, but it's iffy. It's iffy.
When you lay it down like that, though, it's number one, you're absolutely right. And that is a huge issue.
Yes.
Did you hear what he said, though? That sums it up perfectly.
Yeah.
Why are they all lawyers? They're all lawyers.
They're get-aheads. Get-ahead people, front runners.
We need to twist it so we win, period.
Yes.
Oh,
and then you see them become career elitists, right? Using things like incumbency to their advantage in the same seat for decades on end. And this is a bipartisan problem. Like I'll tell anyone, I ran as a Republican. I don't think having an R next to your name makes you a good guy. Not in my book.
Right.
I think we've got an elitist problem across the board. And I think it's more prevalent on one side than the other. But I think there's plenty of room for everyone to be scrutinized, for sure.
True that. And the real issue is they have the public convinced that it's all about the presidency.
Yes.
The presidency.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the presidency. When these lawyers that are trying to undermine the Constitution, really, to put it blatantly, are the ones writing the laws.
Writing the laws at a state and federal level, right? In the House, in the Senate, and in the state houses. Like a lot of people don't even know that we have state houses. That right? The
Another
essentially
huge
write the
issue.
laws for your state.
Yeah.
And a lot of this is also because of American attention spans, I think, or maybe just modern attention spans. We can all pay attention to one man or one woman running for president, but then when it comes to like, okay, pay attention to who your local and state rep is, it's like, I don't really want to I don't want to get involved in that.
Politics.
Right.
Why would I have to do that? Yeah, because they're writing the laws.
Yes.
That are changing your rights.
Which, it's like
which we already have. We've got these rights.
Yes.
But they're essentially what they're doing is they're saying you don't have this right anymore.
Oof. Yeah.
Now, well, we're going to regulate this right of yours.
Always for safety, right? Or
always
for your
for
good.
Safety.
It's always like for them to get more control, they just need to play the common good card. And this is actually something I don't want to go down too far down a rabbit trail here, rabbit hole, whatever the term is. But we saw this happen with the Patriot Act, which is, in post 9/11 2001. We saw that what all they had to do was kind of come up with an excuse to kind of come into your life and take a little bit of your privacy and a little bit of your liberties, and then they don't even define what they're protecting you from. Terrorism. Like, how do we define terrorism?
Yep.
How do we define victory against terrorism? When do we have victory on the war on drugs, the war on terror? What does victory there look like? We don't know. No one defines it.
Lawyer speak.
Because now, right, it's lawyer speak, because now they have the big bad war on drugs, the big bad war on terror, and it's all this justification, or the big bad war on COVID, to take away your freedoms.
Boom. And we're seeing it over and over and over again. And if you look into these bills, they're fairly vague.
Yes.
In that same, and you think about what we just talked about with the lawyer talk, and it's like, it's vague for a reason.
Yes.
They want that power. They want to be able to win however they see fit. When it happens, they're like, well, if you look at this
convenience,
law,
and
this law can be applied
interpreted here.
It can be interpreted in this sense.
That's
so we're right.
Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous.
A guaranteed win. Yeah. That is that's a lot of the game that's played, and it's dangerous.
Yep, exactly.
And it ignores the everyday man, right? The everyday man and woman who kind of gets caught in the middle of these power struggles. They get forgotten, they get ignored.
Which is most of us.
Yeah, it's most of us.
Which is most of us. So let's put a pin in all this.
Okay, yeah.
We'll circle back.
Oh no, what's her name even?
Jen Psaka.
Yeah. The new White House press sec. Yeah.
I like to call her Jen.
Circle back.
Circle back, Psaka. So yeah, let's talk about you. So where did you come from? Where are you from?
Yeah, so born in Delaware,
Cool.
raised in South Jersey. Most people don't think of Jersey as being a very country place. We talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
But South Jersey, I'll tell you, dairy farms, cornfields, wheat fields, soybeans, and then the water, the beach. You know, I love surfing. I love the Jersey Shore as much as people hate on it.
Well, no, I gotta hold on. I'm gonna interject here. The Jersey Shore is actually quite nice.
It's really nice.
Right?
Yeah.
The show,
Yes,
the
it's
Jersey
trash.
Shore,
Trash.
that little tiny strip of where they go and the type of person, that is not all of Jersey.
For the record, most of what they do in Jersey Shore is like northern Jersey Shore, which is trash. Southern Jersey Shore, man, it's gorgeous.
That's true. That's true. I can vouch. I grew up outside Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So we'd go to the Jersey Shore, and it was
different.
nice there.
It's definitely different north to south. So that's kind of where I was a kid, and then I went out to Western PA. Just north of Pittsburgh for college in 2012.
Okay.
And then Pennsylvania became my home. That was kind of my hub from there on out. I joined the Air Force after college.
Nice.
And in the Air Force, have lived in Texas and SoCal, but PA was kind of always like my sticking place, like my home base. You know,
and you
where I
currently
went back.
still surf.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
You're very welcome, man.
I appreciate you.
You're very welcome.
Right on. Awesome.
Yeah.
So
2
how long
years
have you been
left.
serving?
Just over 4 years. 4 years into a 6-year contract.
Wow. And actually, so wait, you were running for a House seat.
Yes.
And you're in the Air Force currently.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, so I am in a guard unit, and I'm able to do something as what's called a DSG, a drill status guardsman, where you essentially, to use like civilian terms, you cut back your hours. So
Okay.
you say, hey, depending on need and demand, can I please have less orders because I want to do other things in my civilian life?
Okay.
And if there's need, you know, if we go to war with China, or if your job is in high demand, if they're like, oh my gosh, we need more of what you do right now, then the answer might be no. And they might say, no, sorry, we can't cut back your orders. But by and large, they try to work with you on that. And so that's what I did to campaign, and that's what I would do as a rep as well. We actually have Tulsi Gabbard is, I believe, still in the
she's
Hawaii
active.
Guard. I think she is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have, I think, like 6 to 8 sitting House members who are guard as well.
What do you think of Tulsi Gabbard?
I like Tulsi.
You
I
do?
like Tulsi a lot. Yeah,
I do too.
I wish Joe Biden had picked her. My heart would be at a much greater peace right now.
Me too.
I don't know why he didn't. I think she was so popular.
Because she doesn't want war.
Yeah, because she's not like,
She is the old school Democrat.
Yes.
Or I don't even know if Democrats were ever like. The more I learn about the political scape, I'm just like, my goodness.
I know.
I can say she feels like an old school liberal, like 25 years ago liberal.
Yep.
You know, not the new
classical
age liberal.
definition of
classical
liberal,
definition.
freedom, independent loving.
That's what I
independence
feel
loving.
like. That's more along the lines of what I am.
Yes.
So what you said, the video that you first saw me in,
Yes.
they called me a liberal, and I'm
That's
like,
right.
well, technically they're not wrong.
Yep.
because I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm a liberal, libertarian,
Yes.
you know, kind of vibe.
I'm more towards the conservative side, but I have a good bit of libertarian in my blood, in my political blood as well. And yeah, that's the first time I really was kind of drawn to dig into who you are as a person and your process of becoming, or not of becoming, but of maintaining your right to be a free thinker.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw. I was like, I have to connect with this guy. I was like, this guy seems so awesome. And you openly, dude, it was very, very magnetic. Like you watch someone refuse to be defined by social and political boxes and say, no, let me ask questions of this narrative. Let me push a little beyond the CNN news clips, right? And the Fox news clips. And let me dig here. And I saw you doing that, and I was like, this is awesome. And yeah, I mean, you're more of just someone who refused to be defined by what they told you to believe. Yeah. And that's cool.
Yeah, that's been my whole life. I don't like conforming, following the narrative. I've always just forged my own path, whatever I'm going through in life. My sister actually tells me, she thinks I'm crazy. She's like, I don't understand how you just like fly on the edge of the seat, just live in life, and when the wind blows the sails this way, I'm like, you know what, I'll go this way. You know, that's cool.
Yep.
Thank you, though.
Live on the edge of your seat, man. I love that. Fly by the seat of your pants. I think there's a lot to be said for that. Kind of make it up as you go, but you know who you are all along the way.
Absolutely.
It's like a create your own adventure. That's a good way to view life.